What is going on, everybody? It's your boy the SLAP Train, and welcome back, guys, to some Forza Motorsport 5. Today we are sitting on Bathurst section right now. This is the downhill, and we're going to be discussing, the use of head tracking, and really, is it worth it for you to turn it on, and, how does it affect things, and does it improve the Forza Motorsport experience? I tried it a little bit when it first came out, but never really, went into detail with it and never really tried to use it. So, I was actually using it a couple nights ago and realized that it actually is really, really cool to use. So, we're going to turn this on right now. Actually, you know what? Let's run through this section first. I'm going to show you guys without the use of head tracking and just, how it affects having to use your stick and, kind of seeing where you are in this and that. So we're going to go through this section here, and I'm going to show you without the use of head tracking. Here, and if you didn't have head tracking on, you have to consistently, move your stick to kind of get a better field of view. So we're just going to start sliding this out. I'm going to try and use my stick as I'm going here just to, kind of get some different angles. And it's tough, man. You lose your sight on the track because the camera's so damn jerky. You're trying to look here, and look at that. Just smash the damn whip on it. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of gives you, that's more of, a really, really heavy case of, trying to use your stick. Obviously, you're not going to use your stick this much in the corners, but, it's just nice to kind of swivel the camera around, kind of like, it's your own head. Almost kind of like a GoPro style, like right here. This is tough to do, man. As you're drifting and, keeping all your fingers on the controller, it is a tough thing to do. So, in order to, kind of make your experience better with the stick and, having more, I guess, field of view, if you can say, because they've taken away, the 3-screen feature now. You cannot use 3 screens. You cannot have the ability, to push your camera back like you could in Forza Motorsport 4. So instead, the head tracking on this is a nice, I guess, compensation for not having the 3-screen anymore. So we're just rewinding right back up at the top of the hill, though. Oh, okay, no way. Looks like that's not even possible. Just gonna rip this into reverse here. Alright, here we go. This thing is ridiculous. I love this car. Thing's chirping like a little damn bird, man. Oh my goodness, we got the pack coming in right now. I'm scared shitless. No, don't fucking do that. Oh. It turned into me. Like, what are you doing? Alright, getting out. I'm getting out. There they go. Alright, so head tracking is going to be turned on here. Alright guys, so here we are back on top of Bathurst section. We got the head tracking working, and just, you can see how much more room that you have to look around. This honestly kind of simulates a GoPro style atmosphere, and it's really nice to see. And we're gonna give a run down the mountain here. Yes, I know I got weak connection on this wireless, sir, but here we go with our first. Oh, we're gonna go backwards first. Hold up, though. Here we go. We're gonna go run down this mountain. Head tracking is enabled, so I'm leaning left or right to simulate this camera moving here. So if I'm going left a little bit, I can move that camera, and it doesn't even affect. Oh my goodness, it takes a little bit of time to get used to, though. I'll tell you that right now. Here we go. I don't even know what the hell gear I'm in right now. So here we go. Camera's turning left a little bit. As I said, it does take a little bit of time to get used to, Here we go. Ooh, look at how sick that looks, John. If I actually held that, that would have been dope. But yeah, so it just kind of gives you an idea. I don't know why this internet is so bad right now. Now you really have to kind of fine tune the camera as well too, because of the fact that it is, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit too quick sometimes to actually see this. So when you just kind of turn down that a little bit, just so it's a little bit less twitchy, and hopefully you can get a better viewing angle. Now this thing is a monster, though. It sucks that I can't see my gearing. I took it all off just to kind of give, that feel. And look at that. That's so much better viewing now. It's a little bit turned down. It's not as quick. And it's really easy to do, man. I personally love this camera angle. I think it's really sick to see. And it looks great for montage style videos as well, too. Just having, not a static camera, but, just having something that's following the road as you're going. And that's really the coolest thing about it. Just seeing something different. And we have this technology now to use it. So, why not? And it gives you, that overall realistic simulation style, and it looks amazing in cockpit. Now, what other thing that it really brings out with is third person. Now, I know this sounds a little bit weird, but bear with me, guys, on this check this shit out here. Hold up. Let me put my HUD back on so you can actually see what's going down here with, you know, the gearing and such in the map. Don't need the wrong way, blah, blah, blah. We need a speedometer, though. Appreciate it. And here we go. Okay, so check this out, guys. In third person, this is where, you know, this gets kind of trippy and really, really sick, too. Alright, so here we go. Look at this camera just kind of moving with the car right now. How dope is this? Woo! Gentlemen, I feel like I'm in the damn arcade right now. Now, it does get some time to get used to. I mean, this is not something that you're going to be able to pull out and just start doing some crazy drifts. This is something that's a lot different than what we're used to. Alright, like, look at the way that this spins. Your car is really... You have to take a different view on the car. I mean, this is completely different than rocking this third-person view, right? So you gotta you have to understand the way that the viewing angles work and how much, you know, angle that you're actually getting, because it'll look like a lot of angle in these camera angles, but you're really not getting as much, or, you know, you're practically oversteering the car. So you really gotta be careful, and you gotta be careful for the walls. But I mean, like I said, it will take time. This is something that you're not going to perfect in, you know, 1-2 days. It's kind of like, you know, when you're going to Call of Duty and, you know, you're switching your sensitivity for the first time back up to, like, you know, 10 or 15 when you've been playing on 3 for the longest time. It's a little bit different. And, you know, the key to this really is not kind of twitching your head too much. You got to be very, very, you know, consistent with the leans and just very, very nice and slow. And, you know, it'll follow the car as best as it can. Obviously, you don't want to have any kind of big objects in front of the camera. Just make it really smooth. But, I mean, even I'm having a little bit of trouble with this because it's a little bit weird. You know? I mean, like, drifting in third person with the camera twitching around like this is different. But it's a lot of fun, and, you know, it's something new that we haven't seen before. And, you know, it's been kind of an overlooked feature that I haven't really seen anybody talk about. But it's great for getting, you know, those wall tap shots or anything like that for those big montages. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, guys. We're going to finish this off with one big, hopefully, reverse entry on this section here. But if you guys did enjoy this, though, make sure you guys slap that like button. We're going to be hitting at least 170, hopefully, going through this. Here we go. This is going to be nuts, though. Here we go. Here we go. 171, guys. Here we go. Turn the camera a little bit. Oh, my God. We fucking hit. Oh, shit. Gentlemen, I'm dying. It's your boy SLAPTrain. I'm out. Peace.